Well, hi, this is Bruce, the Last Nail, and this is my first vlog in about 2 months. I just wanted to take a break, and I'm over here at Westminster City Park over in Westminster, Colorado, and I'm just going to go ahead and get back into doing these. And I'm here today because during the summer, my girlfriend Keely and I came out here and just took a walk around the park. Our first stop was to go up the hill here and around the lake and up, I think it's Dry Creek. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of that, and then I'm going to stop at the memorial for the armed forces. And it's winter time now, so I'm going to also put in some footage from last summer, and we'll see some contrast here between Colorado in the winter time and the park during the summertime. So hope you enjoy. So the fields that they have here are called the Christopher Fields. And so as I'm walking, if you notice, I have my mask on, but I'm outdoors in a park. Well, I'm going to keep my mask here because you never know when someone's going to be right on top of you. Someone's going to be coming from behind. You're not going to hear them. So I think it's just wise to play it safe. So these are the Christopher Fields, or at least the softball field, softball or baseball. And again, City of Westminster, this is field number 4. So the first two contrasts we see out here on a day like today. Now, by the way, it's supposed to be in the 50s. And really for a winter day, it's just beautiful here today in Westminster, Colorado. I'll try to get a close-up on the Front Range, which is northwest of here, and you'll even see a 14,000-foot peak, or what we call the 14ers. But the two contrasts you see, of course, is snow on the ground, and that was from our storm that we had come through here last Tuesday. And everything is brownish yellow. And the last time Keely and I were here, everything was green. It was just beautiful. So it's beautiful still in its own way, except those trees in front of me right there were all leafed out, beautiful green leaves, and they've gone through their fall foliage 3 months ago, and this is what they look like during the winter. Very common. So this is the backside of the Recreation Center here in Westminster, Westminster City Park. I think you can see those two blue covers there. Well, just on the other side of that is one of those tubes that looks like it goes from a top platform and it circles around into the swimming pool there. So again, here at Westminster City Park, now here is a kind of an overall view with the Rocky Mountains in the background. There's a skate park below, and then there's the fields down there. And again, as you can see, it's a very beautiful day here in Westminster, Colorado. Now I'm going to try to get a little closer in at the mountains. The mountain that you see in the back there, it's the one that's the high one, but it looks like it doesn't have a lot of snow on it. That is Mount Evans, and that is a 14er. Now there's one mountain behind it called Bierstadt, another 14er. That's what they call, at least as far as hiking up to the summit, one of the easy 14ers. I don't think hiking a 14er is easy, and I just want to state that. I've done Gray's Peak, which is in that vicinity, Gray's and Torrey's, and being that Gray's is 14,000 feet high, about 13,500 feet, you run very low on oxygen. And right now, in the shape that I'm in, I wouldn't even try it right now, but I am trying to get back into hiking, as today I'm doing some walking. Now this building in front of us, that's the Westin Hotel. I don't know how many stories that is. It's got to be at least 10, maybe up to 15. But the mountain that you see straight ahead, kind of behind that into the northwest of here, that is Long's Peak. That is also a 14er, a very majestic looking mountain. And I have hiked up just to the right, Mount St. Vrain. That's a 12,000 foot peak. And I don't know how well you can see it. Right up in the middle is a peak called Twin Sisters. It kind of has a twin peak there. That's an 11,000 foot. One thing that's marked with Long's Peak is that it's very difficult. You actually would climb on the other side of it, the Rocky Mountain National Park side, and Long's Peak unfortunately has a death toll every year. The year I went up St. Vrain, one of the rangers was hiking up there that day and said that 4 people had died on Long's Peak so far that year. And here's the backside of Westminster City Park. This I would guess would be the main field. There's the lake back there behind it. A lot of people will come out and walk around the field. Now it looks pretty icy down there, so I would want to be real careful. But again, this is a contrast between winter, and again, this is a nice winter day. It really is. Now here's a walkway. I'm going to go up. I want to be careful because it could be icy in here, but I think I'll be okay as long as I stay to the right. One thing I've learned on these walks like this, now that looks pretty icy down there. I want to be real careful, but to try to walk on the grass or the dirt whenever possible. So here are the stairs. I imagine we got people that try to run up these stairs, probably successfully. They probably try to think that they're in Philadelphia and they're doing some kind of Rocky thing. But I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to have to be careful because I did slip a little bit. But I want to stay on the dry cement whenever possible. I'm going to walk around in the parking lot. So now I'm on the downhill side. Where I'm going to go from here is I'm going to go down to Dry Creek. Over at Dry Creek, maybe we could even see some ice that might be there. Here's the lake that's part of the Westminster City Park complex. And you can see right back there, you can see the Westin, and I think there's a second hotel there too. Now, I don't know if this is because of the pandemic, but they don't want anybody coming here and going fishing at this point. The lake looks like it's a little bit low right now. You can see the ducks. There's probably some geese out there too, probably mostly ducks. You can see some of the ducks. Let's see, I'll pardon about the shaking, but the ducks are standing on the ice and then swimming in the water. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of something that's really common that you see around here during the winter. And people are out here today. They're out walking around. This is Dry Creek. I'm looking pretty much north. You can definitely see that there's definitely ice in there during the summertime. When I was here last time, there was no ice to be seen anywhere. And here's looking south towards the Westin and the other hotel. The ice down here has some kind of footprint on it. I don't know if those are human. I don't know if I would want to walk around on this stuff. I don't know how thick it is, but you could break through and hurt yourself. In fact, there's your answer about walking on the ice. Ice is never safe. Keep off. And here's the proverbial bend in the creek. You got a nice flow of water down there. Then as you get over here, it's all ice. There's a little stretch of water and then ice again. We're on the west side of Westminster City Park now. I don't know what they call this pond. I just call it the West Pond. And this is all iced over. I don't see any ducks or any geese over here. And again, there's the Westin and the other hotel. And again, I'm not really sure what the name of that hotel is. Here's a nice little setting here. Got Dry Creek running downstream, and you've got some boulders in there straight ahead. So over here now, I'm right below the Westin, and I don't know, about 100 yards away, and here's a nice little kind of a small plaza for people to sit around. Probably during the summertime there might be some kind of performances down here. I don't think they would be here right now because of the pandemic, but it's nice in here. The grass does get fairly green during the summer. It's really beautiful in here when the trees have leaves. And again, here's some more backside. You can see the little plaza up there, and then Dry Creek running through here. When I first moved here to Colorado about 12 years ago, or 11 years ago, forget exactly when it was. But this is one of the places I used to come. It was always very peaceful to me, and I could always walk here. I was within a bike ride, so I could ride my bike here and ride around Westminster City Park. Always like it here. It's very peaceful. And here's the Westin in a winter setting with the frozen Dry Creek, or partially frozen Dry Creek. And here's one of the pieces of art. It's the metal fish. I guess it's got a name. It's Harley the Second. Harley the Second. You can't really see that down there, but it does say Harley the Second on here.